But I want to speak a little bit about what liberation is. Okay, because, you know, everyone has an idea on the path what enlightenment and awakening and liberation are. You know, I did as well. It's it's very normal. We read these things and then we have ideas what's going to be when I'm liberated or enlightened or whatever. You know? But you know, you don't know liberation until you know liberation. Knowing liberation is liberation. That's the way I like to say it. So, and the reason I say that is I really want any ideas that you have about enlightenment or liberation, they're wrong, you know. So they have to be just put aside. And that means like no expectations. You have no idea what it is. Okay?
I don't.
Okay, good. Well, that's a very humble attitude.
Yeah.
Everybody else not everybody, but many people. And the more they hold on to these ideas, the harder it is for me to do my work, you know. Okay, good. That's great. So no expectations. Great. Very good. That's great because if you just come from this place of unknowing like this and just open and willing, then you are going to recognize what's true. You will, and you'll see it's different than you've thought, and it's very simple and ordinary as well. You know, we're not turning into great Ramana Maharshis, you know, or Buddhas. Yes, in a way, yes, but you're you. You know, you're Bob. I'm Sal. I'm not. My name isn't Ramana, so I don't end up looking like Ramana because I'm enlightened or something like this. You know. This is also one idea on the path. You know, the enlightened person, all of a sudden you're going to be sitting there with a loincloth on. You know, I'm exaggerating, but you get my point, you know.
Yeah.
No, you're going to be you. Just free.
I got to
Healthy.
get that vision out of my head now. But
Okay, good. The other thing I would like to say to you is that, you know, and whether this is true for you or not, I don't know, but it's true for almost every seeker I ever met when I was on the path. I just noticed that it was true. People don't believe liberation is for them, and they don't. Even if they say they do, if you scratch the surface a little, they don't because they think, you know, the guru is the guru, and I'm just a lowly me, you know. There's a deeply held cynicism amongst seekers. Even if they say, yes, I want liberation, they don't actually think that they deserve it somehow, that they're unworthy, you know. And there's a very good reason for that because every religion we have, especially in our Western world, you know, you are never going to be Jesus. And if you think you're going to be, you're a blasphemer, you know.
yeah.
Okay, so, and even if we divorce that religion and move to the other religions, it's true still in every religion. And still that tendency, that vasana, or mental impression, samskara, is in our mind, you know, somehow, whether we deny it or not. So I never believed it myself, you know. I was living with great masters, you know, a couple of them in India, really totally liberated masters, you know. And I was very humble with them and respectful, but I didn't think that they were gods that were unattainable, you know. I didn't. And one of the reasons is because even though all the the religions which are the followers of the main founder or guru like Jesus, Buddha, they all say no, it's only for Buddha. You know, don't even think about it, otherwise you're going to hell. You know, but Buddha himself said it's for
Yeah. He
you.
didn't say that. Yeah.
No, exactly. And any great authentic master is going to tell you, look, man, liberation is not for me; it's for you. You know. So don't be not that you would be, but don't. So they say. So don't really be a follower or devotee or worshiper of me. The authentic masters, anyway. You know, the less authentic ones, yes, they want you to follow them forever because they have a business going, you know. But the authentic ones, they don't want you. They want you to wake up and live your life, you know. And that's the way it is for me as well, you know. So, yes, liberation is for you. It's who you are already, so why should you not come to know it? Okay, you should. And I think you do realize this. And so
Yes.
I think it's going to be fine.
Although I've noticed that my mind throws up. It's not that I don't want it or I'm afraid to get it, but it's like your mind puts mental blocks when it really like push comes to shove. You can see that your mind is starting to go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know.
It's
I
okay.
don't. I don't know how else
It's
to
a whole.
explain that.
That's fine. You can just forget that because that's all going to
Okay.
change as well.
Right.
Doubts. It's just those are just doubts, and we're going to deal with that very much. Actually, that's a big part of what we're dealing with. Yes. Okay. Sure. I understand that. That's good. Good. Again, it's not what you expect. One thing that you hear on the path is that you're going to kill. It's the end of everything, and you destroy this self, and you're going to die to everything Yes, that's true, but it's not what you think. No wonder everyone's half afraid to be liberated.
Yeah, you don't seem like a zombie, so
No, I'm
I
an
think it's
ordinary
okay.
person,
Yeah.
just healthy. Another word for enlightenment, in my definition, is total mental and emotional stability and health.
Yeah. Sanity.
That's right, the real sanity, because everyone else is just halfway into the loony bin, whether they've quite made it there or not yet. Good. Okay, so good. So, yes, there's trepidation and fear because we have these ideas, but these don't have any ideas.
Yeah.
And then there'll be nothing to fear. You don't know what it's going to be. Not an it anyway, but you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then, so just to quickly allay a few of these concepts we have about what enlightenment or liberation is, beforehand. One thing is spiritual enlightenment is an oxymoron. Spiritual and enlightenment are nothing to do with each other. What I'm doing, what liberation is not spiritual. It has nothing to do with spirituality. Literally nothing. Nothing. Spirituality is some kind of, otherworldly or experiential or other planes, whatever,
Yeah, I
spiritual.
don't know what spiritual really is.
Okay, good. You
You know.
know, it's mystical and spiritual and what
Yeah.
good, but it's not that, you know. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. There's no separation, so there's nothing other spiritual like this going on, okay? It's not esoteric either. All these esoteric paths. I'm not saying you're on any of these paths, but I'm just making some distinctions here. It's not mystical. It's also not an experience. Enlightenment is not experiential. It's not.
Mm.
All the experiences that you may have had, I don't know if you've had spiritual experiences. I think you said you have.
Yeah, in meditation you get them. I mean, it's common. I just ignore them.
That's very good. You're very mature if you do that. Because enlightenment is not experiential either. You're going to find out everything about all these things. I'm just giving you a little heads up in
Okay.
advance. It's not any state. Enlightenment is not a state like peace or bliss or anything like this, or non-dual state. It's not. It's not a state. You're not going to go into some other state like this. It's not something to be attained either. It's not. You're not getting enlightenment. Nothing like this. You. So what I do is I don't. I don't say you're going to attain something or transcend anything at all, or change anything, or kill anything, or destroy anything. Nothing. What I do is I point to you so that you see what is actually already the case, true. Already. Nothing's changing. You just, because of wrong vision and beliefs, you don't see correctly. So all a real teacher, an authentic teacher, does to with the inquirer is to let them see what's already the case. See, it's easy. There's nothing that needs to be attained so that you may or may not get it. There's nothing to be gained in the future either. What's already the case is already the case. So this is my job, is to help you see that for yourself. That's why liberation's for everyone, because it's already the case for everyone. So, okay, let's drop these ideas that it's only for the guru, because it's not. It is for everyone. Good. So the way it works is first you come to see what's true. And this we spend quite a bit of time on. You come to see what's true, meaning who you are, here and now, and always have been. This is what you come to see first. This, you could say, is an awakening. And if it's once it's very clear and doubtless, it's an awakening. It's a shift of vision. And it's the end of seeking. Because once you come to recognize this, that's it. You've found. You're no longer seeking. The tendency for people who are not so mature is that they think there's something else, more greater enlightenment, bliss. Something is missing. Okay, a mature inquirer recognizes immediately the value of what they're recognizing. Can take some time. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean immediately, but it takes some time. More and more, you see the value of this, which is true. And then you see that I'm done seeking. There's no more seeking. Okay, so that's the first step. This, you come to see, is already liberation, but it doesn't mean your mind is yet liberated. Okay, because what
Hmm.
liberation is for your mind. It's for you who are already liberated. This mind is the one that's confused. This is where all the
Okay.
beliefs are and the apparent holdings on and the attachments and everything. They're just happening in mind. So what liberation is after coming to recognize what's true by ways that I show you over time. This whole thing, these doubts and misidentifications get allayed. They become allayed, and they get more and more resolved until finally one day there's just everything's resolved. And then this is it. This is liberation.
Okay.